Oh, good afternoon. Now, we've all heard the expression, oil is black gold. Well, we have a different kind of black gold, and that's coffee. Coffee is a $60 billion a year industry, and in the United States, there are over 20,000 coffee shops with a combined revenue of over $10 billion. 70% of these stores are owned by the top 50 coffee chains, and the small local coffee shops have to compete with them. Let's just say they're not winning the fight. This is where we can help. Who are we? We're Homecrest coffee roasters, and our goal is to find the best green coffee, roast it to sweet perfection in small, precise batches to ensure quality, and deliver fast and fresh to the local independent shops fighting the Goliaths of the coffee world. My name is Christopher Repiak. I'm the founder of Homecrest Coffee Roasters. This is my partner, Dennis Naylor, and this is our mentor, John Repiak, who is here to help with samples today that you will be able to have at the end of the presentation. Now, what is the problem? Over $1 million is lost in annual sales. In any given metropolitan area, the small local coffee shops are losing ground to the Starbucks and other large coffee corporations of the world. The reason is their coffee isn't special enough to keep their customers from leaving, and the marketing of the big corporations is dragging them away. This is where Homecrest Coffee Roasters can solve that problem by providing coffee with the wow factor that will bring their customers back for more. And again, you will be able to try this at the end of the presentation. Who is our target customer? Well, in the greater Grand Rapids area, there are 151 coffee shops. 101 of them are mom and pop shops. These are our target customer. They're losing ground to the 50 Starbucks and other large corporations who are sending profits out of state when they put up stores on every single corner that you can see. What is our solution? By having high-quality, low-cost coffee. High quality means the coffee tastes as good as it smells. It's freshly roasted. It's not bitter or burnt. What is low cost? Coffee that costs the same or less as the big coffee roasters can provide. And this is because our overhead is virtually nothing. What is the value proposition? Micro roasting and micro lots. Micro roasting means we use a small batch roaster that roasts about 30 pounds of coffee at a time. These roasters can respond quickly to the temperature profile changes that unlock the sweetness within the coffee. The temperature profile is the secret sauce. What are micro lots? They're small coffee farms that are the size of a few football fields. They only produce a few thousand pounds of coffee a year, and they're hand-picked, hand-sorted, and it's very high quality. The reason you don't see these in the large chains is because they need millions of pounds of coffee at a time. Because we're smaller scale, we can use this to our advantage and sell these to the small local coffee shops. How do we make the coffee taste as good as it smells? Again, it's the secret sauce. It's a closely held family profile that we've been developing over the last 13 years using small batch roasting technology. And we've also tested it in the Kalamazoo and Battle Creek farmers markets. Now, what is the channel to our market? We want to create a buzz about our coffee at the farmers markets. We can contact the shop owners and conduct personal taste testings and start wholesaling to these stores. Once we start wholesaling to them, we can work with their baristas and come up with specialty blends and privately label to them. And then these baristas can go to national competitions and get recognition for their skills and the quality of coffee, which comes back as strong marketing for that specific store. Now, what is our revenue stream? For every 10 small coffee shops that use 50 pounds of coffee a week, that represents $250,000 in profit a year for us. And that's with a price point of $9.50 a pound. What is our cost structure? In terms of unroasted coffee, a pound of it costs us $3.50. When we roast it, we lose 20% due to moisture and weight loss. So that ends up costing us $4.38 for a pound of roasted coffee. It's a $5.13 gross profit margin, which is a 53.7% gross profit margin. Pictured is a Dietrich IR12 roaster. This is the roaster that we would ideally use. It costs $25,000 new and can roast 25 pounds of coffee in 15 minutes and 100 pounds in an hour. In a 10-hour roasting day, that's 1,000 pounds of coffee, which is easily enough to support 20 small coffee shops. Has our business model been validated? Yes, it has. As working as an employee for Johnny Java's, working at the farmers markets in Battle Creek and Kalamazoo, working directly with over 5,000 customers, giving them samples, determining their likes, light or dark roast, and translating that into $500 to $1,000 of sales in a day. So the customers have validated this product with their wallets. Also, I've acquired the first 50-pound per week wholesale account for Johnny Java's. And since we started wholesaling to them, they've doubled their espresso sales because of the high quality. We ask, what can we do different to make it better? And they don't have anything to come back with because it is that great. They don't have anything to criticize about it. Now, within this region, there are 151 coffee shops. Each of the red dots represents one of them. A Dietrich IR12 can support 20 of these in one day. In 5 days, it can roast enough to support 100 coffee shops. But our plan is to only wholesale to 5 in the first year, 15 in the second, 25 in the third, and 30 in the fourth. So we're only using 30% of the total roaster capacity. That leaves 70% for improvement. So it's very scalable. Now, since the last time I've been able to update the financial template on iStart, I've done intensive market research, talking with wholesalers and coffee shop owners and market experts. And they've given me a realistic idea of what I can do wholesaling. So I've changed my mind from specifically selling at farmers markets to doing both farmers markets and wholesaling. So what you see in front of you on the financial template in the booklet is me just doing farmers markets. There's a huge difference in the revenue stream. Again, $57,000 in profit with only 5 wholesale accounts. $311,000 in the third year with 25, and $376,000 with 30. Now, in the cash flow runway, that shows that we'll have almost $1 million in runway space at the end of the 4th year. And again, there's room for improvement. It's immensely different than what you see in the table, almost over $900,000 difference. Now, our exit strategy is to move into a store that would highlight our roasting operations and expand wholesaling into different regions because it is easy to duplicate. Now, that's other options to expand. Exiting, we would like to sell if it doesn't go exactly our way. If we don't have enough of the market share, we can sell to somebody else who is willing to take over. And there are other wholesalers who would do this. Next steps, Homecrest Coffee Roasters needs you. With the prize money that would be awarded, we would invest in a Dietrich IR12 roaster and other miscellaneous items like coffee beans and other equipment of that sort that would ultimately save your taste buds. Now, I do have the samples here for you today. There are many different kinds, and the sample sheet will walk you through light to dark roast and the different flavors that you can get. It also tells you where the beans come from, and we have sourced one of the origins. In the future, we would like to source all of the origins, but until we get to the point where we have enough capital to, we use wholesalers as well and distributors.